Then of course there's lots of fun to be had in Photoshop. This page is still visible. New document, text tool, character viewer, double click in the hope that it will paste in. It doesn't, but I can select the font in the character palette and type the right letter, which the character viewer shows me. Press enter to come out of the text tool. Command T for transform, and drag the corner holding down the shift key to preserve the proportions. Duplicate the text layer so you have a backup copy. Make the first one invisible. Rasterize the second copy so that it becomes a pixel picture instead of text. Create a new layer to take the fills that we're going to create. Click with the magic wand tool to select the areas we're going to fill. Feather the edge. Command delete to fill with the single background colour. Magic wand tool to select the area to fill. G for the gradient tool. Drag to determine the direction and the proportions of the two colours, and the same again. Activate the first layer so the magic wand will pick up the empty space from there. Activate the second layer to keep the fill separate. Change the colours for the flower. Adjust the bright blue to a deeper purple using the colour wheel and bring it closer to the red. And apply the gradient tool again. Command H to hide the dotted marquee lines. Double click on the layer icon to open the layer styles palette. Click on bevel and emboss. Play with the depth and the size. And the same with the fill layers. Merge the two layers, make the background invisible. Command click on the layer icon to select, Command C to copy. Back to Pages, Command V to paste. Drag on the corner to resize. In Pages, resizing keeps the proportions by default, so you don't need to hold down Shift. You can change it in the inspector. Command D to duplicate. In the Metrics inspector, drag the rotate wheel, holding down Shift to constrain it to 90 degrees. Command D to duplicate. Option drag to duplicate. Shift click to select two objects at the same time. Control click to open the context to a menu. Align objects at the top. Deselect bottom left. Select top right. And just dragging a little reveals the magic guides that tell you when the different objects are lined up together. Command click to select all 4 flowers. Command X to cut them and keep them on the clipboard so we can work with the rest of the design. Apple A to select all. Click on the shadow button. In the text inspector, click on the color wheel and choose a different color. Click outside to deselect everything. Command V to paste the flowers in again from the clipboard. In the file menu, select Page Setup. and choose Landscape. Drag the window out a little so you can see everything. Apple A to select all. Option Apple G to make one group of all the separate elements. Back in the metrics panel, Shift drag the rotate wheel. Add a text box. When you make corrections in your text, use the arrows to navigate rather than deleting things that were okay. Center the text, choose the font, make it the right size, position the text box. Text Inspector, Color Well, Color. Select a rectangular shape in the toolbar. Drag the corners to make it fit. Click on Back to put it behind everything else. In the Graphic Inspector, change Color Fill to Gradient Fill and choose your colors. So there we are, one approach to using characters that are not so obvious from the keyboard.